Hey, 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 I'm here. Give me just a second, loves. Doo-doo-doo. Hey, y'all. I hope everybody is having a good day. I am your gracious host, Tiff the Gift. You are in the 4-1 Wizzy. You already know when it's up, it's stuck. Um, y'all, I'm gonna have to breathe through this live. You hear me? I'm just gonna have to. I'm a. I'm gonna have to slow walk this one. Not too slow, but I'm gonna have to go easy. All right. I am feeling fabulous today, and I hope that you all are. Before I jump into what I'm going to jump into, I want to first say shout out to Tinkers. Shout out to Reed 1957 in the building, Mom of Three, Miss Annette, Lady Unicorn, Raw Truth and Uncut, Sister Teacher, everybody, all the homies, and those that have not arrived. Miss Josephine, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This live was sort of it was definitely unplanned or whatnot. And I think due to the situation, it's really, really, really it's something that almost semi struggled with even speaking on, because nobody makes it easy for each other to have an opinion or to feel anything. But if I'm true to myself, I won't suppress my own opinions and thoughts and feelings, even if they're suppressed by anybody else. I'm thankful for y'all that are here. I want y'all to know that this live, please understand that I'm going to try to keep my thoughts as together as possible, and I'm also going to try to be as gentle and but yet as layman's terms as I can. Okay. Um Sister Teacher, Renita, Dreamy Girl, Jazzy. If it's anybody I Miss Annette, love you, love all y'all. Raw Truth, Lady Unicorn. If it's anybody that I miss, don't hold me, don't hold me. Or if I speak twice, don't hold me. I'm just trying to, you know. Miss Kia is in the building. Hill with Tree is in the building. So listen, y'all. I'm going to have a conversation real quick with my constituency, which is y'all. All right. I don't care who you are, where you come from, or what's your point of view. You are welcome respectfully to give your thoughts and your opinions respectfully, or you are also fully allowed to just hear mine. It is totally up to you. Okay. But let's, tread light. Let's do our best to not do any type of dragging on one case or the other. Opinions are certainly welcome. And I know as mature people that we can have different point of views and perspectives and ways of thinking and ways of looking at things without necessarily it having to be that, you know, no matter what, it's just somebody has to be, I don't know. It's just, it's almost so weird. I have to pray for myself just to touch on this because things just easily turn into such a mess. But I have to put what could be later. Later ain't my problem right now. So I'm gonna just do what I feel needs to be done in my eyes. Okay. You do not have to agree, disagree. You can be neither here nor there with my thoughts. All right. It's solely just my opinion as if I was on the outside looking in and following only my moral code and not the moral code of my neighbor or nothing like that. I'm not here for no sides. I'm not here to bash anybody. I'm not here to discredit nobody's point of view. So that's my disclaimer. I love you all. Let's get into the show. Shout out to Cousin is in a fucking building. Super fan is in the building. It's good to see you, baby girl. I do believe that's cousin Mina down there. Miss Teresa, shout out, shout out. Miss Renita, I think I spoke to you 3 times, child. Lord have mercy. Don't hold me. Jackie Moore, I love you so much. Sister Teacher, thank you so much for being here. So listen, y'all. I have enough love in my heart for many, okay? Many opinions, many point of views, and many people. So let it be known that when it comes to the endless stuff that goes on around here, I personally will use my platform to give as much truth and light to it as I can, but I'm not joining no tug of war. It is disheartening. You probably can hear it in my voice that, it this situation is just a little it's a little heavy, you know what I mean? Because I hate to keep seeing everybody end up in these weird situations, weird places, weird vibes, weird this, weird that. So what I'm going to do is disconnect my mind from away from my relationship with any party involved in the YouTube streets. I am going to talk to you as if I do not know any one of you at all. Never said hello to you. You just dropped in my chat for the first time. I am not going to speak to you as if you know how I move and I know how you move. You know my moral code and I know yours. I'm going to speak to you just as if I came to any unknown town and somebody said, hey, it's a crowd of people here to talk, to listen to you and give them your point of view on a particular subject. That's how I'm going to come at you. So please come in the house and remove personal emotions, alliances, friendships. I'm gonna need it to be put on pause for just a second so we can actually act like the truth matters for just once. Because nobody will be bashed in this live. Nobody will be bashed in this live in any type of way from the 411. But I be standing on business. You hear me? All right. I be standing on business. And I'm gonna always stand on business. And one thing we know, I'm gonna stand on it if I got to stand on it alone. Now, one thing I know is that it's very important sometimes to weigh out. Look, when it comes to your beliefs, your moral codes, and all of those things, sometimes it is what you are taught, and sometimes it's what you have experienced. All right. Please follow me, my sisters and my brothers, who's ever out there, because I'm gonna need you to act like it's gonna be okay for me to tell a bit of truth without anybody getting salty, emotional, no back and forth, no this, that, and the third. I'm gonna need us to put on there. We can have a grown ass adult conversation and understand that we're all entitled to feel how we feel because every journey is different. I love each and every one of y'all because God put you here just like He put me here. He didn't put me here to hate none of y'all. And this saga will be no different, okay? Now, yeah, some people I'm cool with, cooling with more than others, sure. But there is nobody on here, nobody that I know well enough to bestow hate in my heart, all right? Now, I'm going to take you through just a couple of quick journeys, and I just want you to follow me the best way you can, okay? Period. Judge not, lest be judged. Remember, the first thing here that we're going to tap into is to know in your heart that the Bible does not say judge no one. It says judge lest not be judged, which means that if you judge somebody, judge them fairly. I've spoken about this on a live before, and this is just how I'm going to open up the can of the elephant or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna open it up because I'm not here for no side. Do you hear me? I'm here for the truth. If you can't handle the truth, then this might not be the live for you. But guess what? Don't take your love away from me, and I'm not gonna take my love away from you. We can just meet in the middle on another live. Judge not and lest be judged is what the Bible say. In case somebody might, I might be coming from a bit of a human morality and a Christian point of view, real quick. I promise that I will not be here holding you up to get riled up. None of that. I love you all. Judge not, lest be judged is what the Bible says, all right? It means it's okay to judge your neighbor, but if you're going to judge your neighbor, you must judge your neighbor like you would want yourself judged. You must judge your neighbor as you would judge yourself, and you must judge your neighbor like you would your favorite person, your best friend, your home girl, your mother, and your father. See, some of y'all ain't gonna like the preaching that's about to happen tonight, but that's okay. I'm here for a strong time and not a long time. Now, what we have learned today, if anything, is not that we should let things tear us apart and make each other in a frenzy and turn every little thing that happens here into a hateful situation or this, that, and the third. But what we can do is try to use a crappy situation and learn a little something from it. Because no matter what side you come from, what this damn thing, if you stay in it long enough, what it's going to show you is your own moral code. Now, it can't be covered up by your neighbor, and it certainly cannot be covered up by your friend. But you have to stand on your own journeys and moral code all by yourself. Do you hear me? Because why? Your neighbor might let you slide, and maybe your friend, and maybe the supporter who's supporting, and this, that, and the third. But baby, we got to be able to stand on something when we cut the cameras off, when we get on the cameras, when we wake up in the morning, when we look at ourselves, when somebody's looking at us, and in every single direction. Because what I don't want y'all to do is sell your own souls for $1. Listen, what this thing has showed us is that when we judge a person for their moral code, at some point our moral code will be put on the front line. See, I'm telling you, what you go through, karma gonna spin the block and make you see about yourself. So you might not like it. It might be quiet as kept. It might be whatever. But we gonna take a few moments of journey. I'm starting at one place, but don't lose your grip on me, y'all. I'm coming from a few directions today, so don't get weary. Just sit tight. Hold on to my unchanging hands. Come on. Now, listen, what I'm trying to tell you is it is not a problem with forgiveness, okay? If you choose to forgive someone and somebody else doesn't, that's fine, but you have to know that it will mess up your credibility if you do not extend that same forgiveness to another. You have to make sure that when we are throwing stones, we have to make sure that if that person closest to us go through that same thing, would we hold them and condemn them the same way we would do somebody that we already don't like? See, you might not like what I'm about to say because I did not go live looking for a friend today. I came on live just to share the truth. It's okay for you to forgive something that somebody else can't quite forgive just yet. But if you are going to stand up for something, come on, sisters, you got to be able to stand on it from the left side, the front, the top, and the bottom. And it don't matter who it is. It don't matter if it's your mother. If it's your mother that say this is what they believe in, then they got to have those same damn beliefs no matter who it is that's going through that moment. What's good for the goose has got to start being good for the gander in this saga. Because if not, it's going to show you who you are at the front door. It may not happen today. It may didn't happen last week, but eventually you're going to have to stand on the business that you say you're going to stand on. Now, I'm not here to judge nobody, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret here, all right? That quiet is kept, all right? Now, truth be told, when it comes to Maine, let me go ahead and jump into some shit real quick. When it comes to Maine, I have never supported this brother. And let me say this. I did not know this person's background. And guess what else? His fucking background don't even matter to me now because didn't support him, period. And why? Because it was a preference. It wasn't personal. So now things is happening personally actually don't fucking make me look no way because I already was like, it wasn't my cup of tea. So it's okay for Maine not to be my cup of tea, right? Period. Whatever was going on yesterday, I'm just telling you about today. He was already not. So there is like 99,000 motherfuckers on YouTube. All of them don't get my views. Everybody in this saga, I don't have enough time in a day for everybody to be my favorite person, somebody I've tapped into, somewhere I visit. I don't have that fucking kind of time. So what he done done in his personal, I do not stand for that shit. I don't ride with no none of that shit. That P word that I'm not about to be repeating that shit on my platform 100 times. I don't ride with that shit. But I'm gonna let you know, I didn't care for the brother before he was this, before anybody found out what he did, what he didn't do. He was not my personal cup of tea before any of this, which is why I really was like, you know what? Yeah, it's fucked up, but guess what? I wasn't giving you my view, my hellos, my how you doing, and none of that before I knew what the fuck your record was, okay, or whatever the fuck you done done. So I'm just telling you what a 411 at with it. I don't get down with none of that shit. I don't condone none of that shit. But I'm about to keep taking you on a walk, so just hold on to me now. I'm telling you step by step how the fuck I feel, okay? I ain't with none of that type of shit. It don't represent me. I don't come near it or none of that shit. But guess what? I already was not giving the brother none of my attention beforehand, all because I never got to get to know him. I never been on his channel not one damn time, only because no matter where he was in the saga, it had never interested me. It wasn't because I felt he was a bad person. It wasn't because I knew what his background was. He was just no one that never personally interested me. Okay. So with hearing this, yes, like this shit fucked up, whatever it is. And I'm gonna say this just because I do keep it real. As far as it goes, I don't know if there was a song done or a repeated sentence done or any of that when it comes to, I think somebody said something about the line, if I can't get it from a woman, I get it for a child. I'm just gonna say this because, bro, I would rather try to help you through your life, make sure your crown is straight, and no matter what the fuck is going on in your, I don't know you, ain't trying to get to know you, but if you somewhere out there, one thing that I'm gonna say, when it does come to serious shit, and this the only thing I'm gonna bear a little judgment on, as I would let be judged on myself. The only thing I'm gonna say to you, I don't know what the person you was when you was this age, that age, or the third. I don't know how old you are right now at all. I do not, or whatever. I don't know how much time has passed since what happened and what. I ain't got that deep into your situation. You understand? What I will tell you is if something like this happened, at no point, whatever, is nothing worth joking or coming off like you may be joking about it, singing about it, writing a song about it. I'm going to stand on business on this part, sir, alone. Whatever happened, if you reformed or you apologetic and you're trying to, you are not that person anymore, whatever, don't may ever feel that it's something that you should joke about, laugh about, troll somebody that's trolling you with. None of that. Period. Please don't, because it's crass. Now, I don't give a fuck who like you or not. I don't give two fucks either way it go. I ain't here to bash you or be a friend. I'm here to tell you, please do not do shit like that, because at any moment, like, I'm sorry, that is whatever the fuck, like, I will hold you like I would anybody that has done some shit like that. Hey, bro, Listen, I'm not going to fucking shout out your sins to the world every day of your life and make you be accountable for something you done this time or that time or whatever for all the days of your life till you 100 years old, because people are allowed to change, be grow up from their ways. I don't know your story. You could be the same motherfucker you was then. I don't know. That's not my business. But what you should not do, if you have changed and you are a better person, don't ever come on social media and be caught slipping, making a joke or a mockery or saying it's in the name of someone was trolling me. There is no excuses for that. It's in pure poor taste. All right. That's all that I'm going to say on that. That's my personal opinion there. Look, I wish anybody the best of luck that has sinned and they have fallen out of a particular sin. If you used to be a thief and you don't steal no more, if you was an adulterer and you don't cheat on your wife or your girlfriends or whatever the case, if you reforming, it is not up to me to tell you that your efforts it goes without saying, because I ain't with that shit. That's between you and God at the end of the day. Now I don't fuck with you either way it go, regardless. So it's neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, I ain't got no heaven or hell to put you in. What I do know while we talking about heaven and hells though, because I ain't got a lot of time. I ain't got a lot of time. You understand? Listen, if you're a Christian out here, Christians you can't turn off your Christian stuff when you get on these YouTubes and forget where you at with the Lord. That's all of us. We are all sinners, pure and simple. So if you happen to be somebody that is a follower of Christ, I do not know your religion and I'm not asking you, but I will tell you this. In Revelations 21:8, and this ain't for nobody's side, this for all of us. You hear what I'm saying? Revelations 21:8 says, as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, the murderers, the actually immoral, the sorcerers, the idolizers, and all liars will have their portion in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur. In case you missed where you might be in that lineup, let me repeat that. Revelations 21:8 says, as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, murderers, the actually immoral, sorcerers, idolizers, and all liars have a place in the lake of fire. See, right now, I'm not talking to everybody. I'm just talking to Christians, and then I'll talk to non-Christians. Now, everything I say ain't for everybody. Don't get your motherfucking panties all in a bunch. Do you hear me? Miss Latrice, Sharonda, everybody came in the building. I love y'all. Now, if you don't know what some of these things may mean, listen. Cowardly might be if you a person that can't stand on business that you say you stand on. It might be when you are out loud loving the Lord at home, but you don't want to tell nobody out loud. It might be cowardly when you can't stand in your position when you stand on something unless it's your friend or your favorite this or your favorite that. That might fall into the cowardly line of things. If you are the faithless, it's somebody expecting something, but hey, you don't even believe it's gonna happen. Why should God take time out to make it happen for you when you don't even believe he got the power to do it in the first place? You might be in the line of faithless, somebody that also sits and just be faithful and don't believe that it's some works that got to come behind that faith. See, it's a lot of complainers and all that there, but see, I'm gonna break it down like an AK-47 tonight. You understand? Make sure if you are not in the list in the lineup tonight at this service that you don't add yourself nowhere that you don't need to be. This is only for who I'm talking to, not for who you want me to be talking to. Come on now, I ain't got a lot of time. Now, that's the faithless. You hear me? Now, you might be in the detestable line. Do you hear me? You might be standing in a different line than those that are cowardly and those that are faithless. You might be standing with the people who are detestable. Do you know what it is to be detestable? Graceless, to be uncaring, to have no decorum about yourself, No compassion, evil, malice, doing things maliciously, wishing unwell on people, detestable. You want more than you're willing to give. You want claps but don't want to give them. You want a dollar but won't let nobody borrow nothing. You put slander on people's name and then you get upset when slander is on you. You would do something to somebody and then you will go crying when it's done to you. You're just nasty with it. Or maybe ain't nobody done nothing to you at all and you just wake up wanting to be evil and tearing somebody down. Detestable. You live and think dirty stuff all the time. Just detestable. No moral codes. Don't care what you're doing make you look like. Detestable. You may be in that line. All right? That's cowardly. That's faithless. And that's detestable. Revelations 21:8 also says the murderers. Now, I'm sorry, but it does not specify which type of unalive. I don't think it specifies if someone, is true, if it comes about defense or any of that. I'm sorry. I will do a little more research, but I don't know exactly which particular type of unalive gets a pass on this, but it does say murderers. That goes self-explanatory. I ain't gonna keep repeating that too much. You might be in that line. But guess what? Anything that I name on here, I might not know where you stand on here. Everything that you are might not have been shown here on this line. Some people's secrets and sins may be quiet as kept. We ain't all content creators out here now, are we? So be careful now. Everybody got something in the closet before we go peeking at others, trying to pull other people's stuff out the closet. We got to make sure that we done ironed out all that laundry, child, that we done cleaned it, we done pressed it. Your laundry best be panini pressed. Do you understand? Now, I'm not coming from no side or another. I'm only coming from Revelations 21:8. Now, it also says the actually immoral. Put the S on actually, and you would know what I'm talking about. Now, if you are actually immoral, it will fall into the category of what people have been beefing about today. But guess what? It doesn't stop there. Actually immoral is any type of actually foul play, which it could be with yourself. It could be with somebody that you are unwedded to. See, I'm only coming from a Christian point of view right this second, okay? I'll talk to everybody else in a second. If you are not a Christian and you have not been, on this list or whatever, then hey, have at it, fight about it. But I do know, according to Revelations 21:8, the same person who was faithless and the same person that was detestable and the same person that was an unaliver and the same person that was a coward and the same person that was actually immoral and the same person that dealt with sorcerers and witchcraft and the same person that dealt with voodoo and the same person that get around here around life and lie has a place at the same place. So we don't have to talk about it now because it looked like you might have plenty of time to talk about it when you get to where you're going later, because according to Revelations 21:8, if you're on that list, you'll meet again to talk about it another time. Now, actually immoral. Are you an adulterer? Are you a cheater, a sneaker and geeker? It even lists playing with your own self. It even enlists anything to do with other mammals, animals. Y'all know where this go. Y'all know what it is to be actually immoral. Thoughts, Orno, you already know where this is at. Excuse my French. I'm coming from a teaching point of view. This is entertainment, but it's most certainly educational tonight. Fair use, fair words, fair speech. It's for everybody. Sorcerers. Do you listen to tarot reading? It's a place in the lake of the fire for you if you listen to tarot, but you call yourself a believer in Christ. In this saga, there is a place in the lake of fire for you in the same lake of fire as the pedo, the detestable one, the faithless, the murderer, and the cowardly. If you get on here and you try to change what a person natural, Like what's supposed to happen naturally? If you try to order the steps of the world by your witchcraft and your unnecessary prayers against somebody's life, you have a place in the lake of fire. If you get in here wishing people unwell, wishing people to be unalive, wishing people to be hurt, hoping somebody's children are hurt, hoping somebody have to have some sort of afflictions. If you do that without being able to handle, if somebody's praying for afflictions against you, there is a place in the same lake of fire as the person who's committed the sin that you find detestable as well. I find it detestable, but I may have a sin on that list that someone else moral code may find detestable, and that should be okay for your moral code to stand on what it stand on without judging another person's moral code, whether it's forgiveness or whether it's for I stand on this and whatever. It should not be a war zone for nobody to either forgive or to stand on a moral code business. See, I ain't on no side. I'm telling you, there is more than one way to skin a cat. Now, God don't say don't forgive, but if it's your choice, it also does say to stand on your beliefs, to stand on the word. And what you think goes against your moral code, you don't have to stand in that room. Nobody should be condemned for forgiving where someone doesn't want to forgive, or to not. If it goes against what they stand on. You might not like what I'm saying, but I ain't on no side. I'm just telling you from Revelations 21 and 8. So if you don't like what I'm saying, now don't take it up for me and come chopping me down. You take it up with God if you are a Christian. All right. Idolizers. Are you worshiping people around here like, say, people around this saga, like, say, your favorite content creator, like, say, your favorite rapper, like, say, oh, your favorite this, that, or the third? Because I know that even the Bible says do not adorn your home do not sit around and praise Christmas trees and adorn Christmas trees and things of that sort. Only praise me. Stand around my word and give me the claps and the praise. But we still got them lights and talking about how pretty the decorations is. Ain't nobody decorated the manger when Jesus was born. Them wise men brought Jesus the gifts, not each other. If you gonna be standing in Christianity, it does not turn off when it is your neighbor that has to be held accountable. Your Christianity and what you owe God, or your belief system, what you tell your children that they better stand on, it don't stop because you're afraid of what the crowd gonna say. See, everybody has a right to stand on what they personally believe, because every story is not the same. I might feel a little stronger about this subject because of what my story is, but I ain't gonna tear you down for not understanding my way of thinking. Sometimes it ain't that people are going along with some shit just for shits and giggles. Sometimes forgiveness does play a role, and everybody ain't got to be at the same spot as everybody else. We got to start separating emotions and all of this stuff against each other and realize that we are still individuals and everybody don't know each other's stories. And it's hard to tell in this saga because you say you a safe place, but everybody's story done got tore down. We don't even know whose triggers is whose no more. And we think it's okay because I stand on this side. I'm going to make you remember everything that's ever happened to you and not understand where you coming from. We have to give people the same compassion we would do if it was our daughter, if it was our son. That goes for the Break Room 411 as well. See, no matter what side you come from, yes, we do got to get a little bit quiet about condemning and making a joke about RH doing whatever with Sierra, because when it might do come down to somebody that stands on the same side of you and you got to see something that in them that had nothing to do with what they did 15 years ago, you got to stand on business. That don't mean you have to turn away from who you forgiving. That means if you're standing on business, you got to give forgiveness to both ways. That's what that means. If you're gonna hold something accountable over here, you gonna have to be able to stand on it when it comes to the person standing at the right side of you. It's gonna happen. You can't cover up your stuff because we got supporters or we don't. We got this or we don't. It's gonna happen. where it's going to be sitting right in your face. And there's no wrong way of handling your own morals and your own moral code. That means, though, I'm not going to judge you, though, for you standing on what you stand on. It doesn't mean that either one has to be patting their hands and clapping somebody for some dumb shit they done did, or effed up shit, or some foul shit, or some detestable shit. It means, though, I might didn't have the same journey you had that might be similar to a situation this person has did to somebody or went through. That don't make this person bad because they not ready to forget what has happened to them. They ain't got past it yet. But it doesn't make this person bad either that they may have just extended the forgiveness in their heart that you, because of your journey, may have not been ready for. We are all individuals. Sometimes just stand in a motherfucking gap. It's okay to not be on the same journey. It doesn't mean every journey has to end with sides and hatreds. Just slow down a little bit and understand one another. Now, this was only for Christians and whoever and everybody that claim to stand on moral code. Because if you were to look around and make a list of the things you say you don't stand for, I promise you, you standing by somebody that done did it. You say you don't fuck with thieves. You're probably standing right next to one right now. The only thing is, some of our stories have been exploited out here, and some of ours have not. We all got a damn past. It's okay if you want to condemn the shit out of Maine, but you have to give it the same energy you would if it was your son. That's what'll make you slow down from judging people so much, because the very thing you're judging on somebody else might be standing next to you one day. And you got to know, hey, if I'm not going to give my husband or my, if I didn't know something or this, that, and the third, or my cousin or my father or whoever the same accountability, then I might as well just close my mouth, making this person have to stand in it. And we also have to be careful, because I promise you, I ain't got time to explain. I ain't got time to explain that. I ain't here to hurt nobody's feelings, and I ain't here for no side. You got to know that by now. But I'm going to go a little bit step further with you too. At the end of the day too, you also have to be careful, because if anybody out here has ever went through something, and I'm not speaking on just this main situation, I'm talking about all sins, all bad things that may embarrass you, that you may go through. We have to be careful, because at the end of the day, this is just stories and saga to us. But there are kids out here that, like, even, and I'm gonna stand in the paint real quick too for RH. I didn't like hearing a lot of the things that was cut down. I don't mind, like, hey, roasting all this, that, and the third. But some things are strong allegations, my friends. And when we don't have proof, or we want to make someone's situation worse because we don't like them, y'all, that great word is a strong word that could follow people. Somebody might not stick around to hear the whole story to see that you was just playing, or you was just mad, or this, that, and the third. We can't do that to each other, men or women alike, in this situation. And I want to say, like, please, can we not do that? Not for a laugh or none of that. It's not cool on no sides, because everybody done does something that they might be trying to put behind them. It's not up to us to tell each other when we're supposed to be over our journeys or over our triggers. Come on, man. We got to a little more compassion than that. So now, because when you see something good, like, forever, whoever done got close to Maine might have gotten to know a side of him that it's like, dang, there's so much good. Now, I don't know him, but if you are someone that supports him, you might got to see a lot of things in him that makes you like the brother before knowing what you know. It's your choice if you want to choose. Hey, are you a different person? Am I supporting someone who has repented, or who has, apologized and took accountability, not just did the time, but took accountability in your heart and your spirit? Well, that might be different, because if I stole something 20 years ago, I might not want you to still be looking at me like a thief when I have never touched nothing else since the last time that I did it and got in trouble for it, repented for it, apologized for it, asked for forgiveness for it. I might not want you making me feel like I'm still a motherfucking thief in 2025 2024 when I did it in 2020. And we got to be careful because if you do that to somebody, your triggers are gonna fucking surface in this shit. You gotta be careful. If you willing to set somebody triggers off, be prepared that your trigger gonna have its day. Your trigger gonna have its day. Something that your secret, your background, your sins, what's in your closet, gonna end up surfacing at the wrong time. It's gonna surface when you're weak. It's gonna be surface when it ain't nobody there. It's gonna be surface when there's nobody there to cover it up. It's gonna be surface when there's nobody to scream over the whispers about you. Be careful. Now don't shoot the messenger. Just catch the message. That's it, that's all. If you are a Christian, you can't condemn one thing and not recognize another. If you're out here sinning yourself, then yeah, you might want to slow down on the stones because you got to be able to lay it out there just because you know another man sins. And I'm not talking about Maine, I'm talking about all of us. You want another thing? Well, how many Christians support Kevin? This and if I call out anybody names, you're not getting no. I ain't got nothing to do with nobody's nothing. But I use people as an example with the best respect that I can. The truth just sometimes don't resonate to everybody. It ain't my problem. If you are a Christian, right? You might like Kev's personality, this, that, and the third. But if you don't support adultery, right? And you're a Christian, but you made an excuse to support adultery. And I'm not talking to those that don't believe in Christ and don't care if somebody poly or in a regular relationship or not. I'm talking to the Christian folks. Stand up. Don't pretend you don't believe in God now. I'm only saying, and blessings to that to that brother. This ain't me trying to point out nothing negative. It's me saying if you are a Christian and you can sit in the crowd of an adulterer and support an adulterer, or support, are you willing to let go of all the little friends and people that you've met because you don't support adulterer, so you don't go over there? And are you willing to let go of everybody that does go over there? Ask yourself the same motherfucking questions you will ask another. I ain't coming for nobody in here. I'm on everybody's motherfucking side. Do you hear me? Whether you want me there or not, I love all you motherfuckers. But we got to start standing in a little bit of truth, or everybody gonna end up with egg on their face. Maybe with a good dollar, but we all gonna end up being looked at real G's. When real G's come in that house and listen to more than one live, they might not know that you just picking on somebody for the day. They might not know that you just condemning and tearing somebody down for the day. They might peek in your curtains and really feel that's who you are. We can't stand in the gap for something 1 minute and not because it's this person. Make a choice. Either you're going to stand in it or you're not. Cut the shit. This is Cut the Shit Friday. I love you all. But this will help us to stop. Either we gonna stand on our judgments or we gonna judge less. This is the point of the Break Room 411 Live. I'm not telling you not to judge, man. I'm not telling you not to judge the truth. I'm telling you, throw the same judgment that you can handle being thrown at yourself. Don't just be loud with somebody else's sins and transgressions, but real quiet with your own. Just the fact that everybody don't know what the shit that you've done. Everybody ain't went and found a reason to go grab your background or find out if you registered or not. You might work next to a pedo right now. You just don't know their story yet. But once you do, are you willing to leave your $80,000 job because you got to sit next to somebody, or you just ain't going to pay them no attention and not speak? They don't have to exist in your world. Or are you going to leave it? How far do your morals carry? Let me know. What's the stipulations on your moral compass? We do not get to just sit here and think that it's okay. What's good for the goose, that's got to be good for the gander. This is standing on business. We can't just either it's for shits and giggles, or it's because you checking somebody because this is really what you mean, what you stand on. We can't play with everything, y'all. It's really sickening watching the shit that I've been watching. Don't nobody get along. Can't nobody have no opinions. The ancestors in the Underground Railroad getting tore up out the frame. Deceased people getting drugged up, babies getting fucking down, roasted and everything. For who? For what? Come the fuck on. It's okay to give opinions on people and this, that, and the third. But everything ain't a fucking game. Is if Maine knew what he knew when he did what he did, that shit is fucking wrong and it's fucking disgusting. However, what you doing with your life now and how you get on your knees and pray to your heavenly Father for repentance and forgiveness is between you and your God. It's not for me to remind you of what you've done every single day. No more than it is up to anybody to be reminding or condemning Robert for shit that I'm gonna be honest. To be honest, we got to. Everybody can pick on people for whatever they want. But when it comes to real serious shit, let's not just throw shit on people because we don't like them. Because people have kids. Don't nobody want to come on here when they able to navigate this shit and hear that they father or they this or they that is a apid story, this or that or the third. Come on now, let the get like shit. Sure things is what it is. If the proof in the pudding is just in the pudding, and if somebody think that it chooses to make that unforgivable for them, that we shouldn't judge each other. If somebody say, hey, that's happened to me before or that's happened to my little girl before, I don't play with that. No, hell no, I don't want to be near that shit, this, that, and the third, whatever. But everybody's we can't just put it on everything is a dig. Every decision somebody make is a dig towards us personally. Everybody just don't everybody could think that something is terrible and wish it didn't happen. Somebody go, you could learn the secret of your husband or your wife years later after being married for 15 years of something that happened way before y'all was ever together. Would you want it? But yet you've been a perfect wife and an excellent citizen and everything since that thing that they didn't even know happened. But when they know, it changes all that they see in you today. It's okay for some people to be ready to forgive or whatever. It's okay for some people to be like, hell nah, that shit's fucked up. It's disgusting, and I ain't got no forgiveness. It could still be some, hey, that's whatever. Everything don't have to mean that you with something or you against something. It could just mean that you're handling what it is differently than someone else. Is that fair enough? Allow yourselves to be at different stages and journeys and try to support each other through the different stages and journeys. Everything can't be a tug of war because there's nothing wrong with thinking or knowing that that's disgusting if that's how you feel. Nobody should be condemned because they're not in a place of ready to accept that shit. And nobody should be getting condemned if they're in the place of, hey, I done some shit in my life too, bro. That's why I ain't cussing this nigga out. Shit, I done made a mistake, whether it was intentionally or not. So, and I needed people to see the good in me. We have to start thinking of things in that nature. That's all I'm saying. And it has showed that, in this moment, we have to recognize where we point our who takes accountable for what. Just hold everyone to the same accountability and standards. If you're not gonna hold everybody to the same accountability, then hold no one and just be silent. Because it'll become such a tug of war. Just a tug of war. I'm not telling nobody who to support. I've already told you. I don't support shit. I ain't supported them ever. So no, no. I don't even have to make that type of choice or whatever because I ain't never spoke. I ain't never whatever. But when I'm in somebody's house and he happen to be there or whatever, I can make a choice to leave and come back when he's not there. I can make a choice to, because I don't have to hold nobody because they forgiven whatever it is he's tried to come through or get past. I will tell that person, just make sure you allot the next person the same thing. That's it. That's all. I think that shit fair as fuck for all of us. Allot the same grace or give the same accountability. That's it. That's all, right? I personally think that's fair enough. And that's all about your own personal beliefs and codes. It don't mean we don't agree that this is fucked up or that was fucked up. We just might be in two different spaces of, well, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause trust me, now, trust and believe, different sins is different, and I don't. I'm sorry, I don't look at me personally. I'm still growing from. I don't hold the measurements of all sins the same for my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at cheating or committing adultery the same as I would unaliving somebody, if that makes sense. So I'm not lessening nothing or saying, that's not absolutely terrible or this, that, the third. I ain't making no excuses for nobody's behavior. But I also, it's not my job to ask God to not extend something that we all may have needed extended from. It just may be different or worse than the other, whatever, but the price that has to be paid ain't gonna be paid to nobody on YouTube. It's gonna be paid to the universe. That's it. That's all. I don't have to worry about Maine sins or our eight sins or nobody sins because honey, hey, we all gotta pay it back. We all gotta pay it back to the same universe. You hear me? We all gotta pay it back to the same universe. So I'm just only saying that to those, like, I make no excuse. I don't stand on this, that, or the third. It's not for me either way or the next. You know what I mean? I don't know that person, and I would treat it the same way that I would anybody else that I might not know is a this, that, and the third at this time. Guess what? You ain't got to be around my damn kids, me, or no, nothing else. I don't have to know what the fuck you done. I can pray that you don't repeat the same act ever, or that you have better discernment in your adult life. Yes, I mean, if I'm being honest, that's a pretty steep gap, and I feel like there's no way, damn, like, yeah. RH got tore up out the frame for the gap of age difference between Sierra and himself, if I'm being fair. But it was a little lighter, took it on Maine. And that age gap was a big difference. And I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it because I don't want nobody to stop being my friend or family. That is the truth. If he can get that type of energy, we can't just disregard another. You know what I mean? So, and the fact that, yeah, from the looks of it, I guess that actually happened, or there's paperwork or whatever. But at the end of the day, we can acknowledge it and not fuck with that person. You ain't got to know that person exists. You know? Everybody that's in somebody else chat ain't got to be a part of your world. There's plenty of people to engage with or leave a chat, and but we can't all expect everybody to always move how we want them to move and think that it's rules that we have to beef about it. That's all I'm trying to say. We don't have to beef about our personal opinions against another person. If your journey in life different, you'll always think a little bit differently about any situation. Somebody might think unaliving somebody is horrible no matter why you had to do it. Somebody else might say, well, shit, is it the same as somebody trying to alive me and I'm defending myself? Should my sin be just as weighted as if I did a malicious situation versus if I was defending myself? Um, Let me see. So I'm not here to do that. So teacher, I was always taught the opposite. All sins are not the same, not at all. Some sins are much worse according to the word of God. Absolutely, sister teacher. Like blasphemy against the Holy Spirit is an unforgivable sin. Like there is no repenting against that at all. It is an unforgivable sin. Yes, all sins aren't weighted the same. So at the end of the day, and yes, like I said, listen, baby. I'm not telling nobody who not to condemn or hold accountable. This message is for you to have the same accountability for one as you would another. There ain't no arguing about that. That's simple facts. Bestow the same forgiveness as you would another. Give the same grace to one as you would another. Point out the bullshit of one as you would another. That's all. That is it, and that is all. Lolo, I love you. Anybody in here that I didn't speak to, I have absolutely not been looking at the chat the whole time I was speaking. I was focused on my message and my point. So, purposely, I have not looked at a single thing in the chat. Um, I just wanted to make sure I was, had my mental clear, and that this message is, I hope it's received the way it should be received. This is not about my stance or my point of view. It's about allowing the point of views of other, because journeys are different. Journeys are simply different. That's all that I really wanted to say. Journeys are different. I may feel stronger about, like somebody might say, do you think that unalivers deserve the penalty? You know what I'm saying? You know what penalty I'm talking about. Somebody else might feel like, nah, maybe just life in prison. Let them think about it for the rest of their life. Then you might have someone who, nah, uh, that my child got taken from here like this or whatever. No, I feel like a person should go out the same way they did somebody else. If my child can't be here, you shouldn't be here either. That's what I'm meaning. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by journeys are different. It doesn't mean you wrong. Everything ain't about finding out who's right or who's wrong. Sometimes it's just about understanding the other person's journey. That's all, loves. That's all. I don't got no hate for nobody. It ain't, God didn't put me here for that. I know how to just go in my damn respective corner. And that goes for any live with anybody you might not care for or whatever. There's a time where you can just sit it out. You don't have to make a big deal. You don't have to be in a fuss and a rush or this, that, and the third, or request for somebody to move in a different type of way or none of that. You can just stick to how, move according to what's going to bring you peace. You can just move according to what's going to bring you peace. That's it. That's all. I promise you, I ain't came here for no malicious way. I didn't come here to make not one person involved in this situation feel any type of way. I only came to tell you it's different journeys. It doesn't mean you wrong. If you want to hold somebody accountable for action forever, and it don't make a person that will address and say, "Hey, this fucked up," and hey, I hope you done changed yourself, because I don't want to be tied to no dumb shit. But maybe it's more to the story. Maybe it ain't. Maybe you never know. I don't know. But it's up to you, according to your moral compass and your journey, your spiritual beliefs and your journey. The only person that got to stand in your square is you. The only person that got to stand in your square is you. Straight like that. When it's up, it's stuck in a 4-1 Wizzy. With that being said, I thank you all if you came. I don't know what the vibe is in the chat. I can see due to the number that I have been being blessed in this live. I don't know if I should engage in the chat and make sure the chat all right, or just stay steadfast. I do want to make sure that y'all know that I love you, and I hope that we can all rather agree to disagree or just stand in our moral codes. I do know that this is a message. This particular message is for anybody that wanted to receive it. Now, I do want this message to be heard by the masses. This ain't a daily open invitation. All right, this ain't that. This is, if you came here and wanted to just receive something that's not about who likes who or who on the side of who. That's what I tried to present on today. My feelings stand on what it is. I don't have to deal with nothing I don't stand on, and that's my choice. I don't have to make nobody else not forgive somebody or forgive somebody. I don't have to do none of that. I can just make the decisions. I can order my own steps. And that's what I want everyone to do. Just know that at the end of the day, the steps you take will lead you, it's gonna lead you somewhere. That's it. That's all. You have to take the steps that's gonna get you in the peace and in the direction you wish to go in your life. But I assure you, for the masses out there, make sure that anything you stand on for one person, that you stay standing on it, no matter who it is. That is what I respect. That is what I respect. Shits, giggles, laughs. Hey, we all here for it. But when it comes to real shit, we can't damn forget about our moral code because we don't want to look some type of way in front of this person, or we don't want to argue about this, that, and the third. Break room truth don't be giving a fuck who with it. If I could tell you and get off live and be comfortable in what I've shared with you, that is enough for me. I would be a fool to think that I could bring everybody on to what I'm saying. I'm not here, there, or indifferent. I'm just saying the rules is the rules, and the rules don't have a side. Do you understand? Truth don't have a side. The truth don't care who is supporting who in this saga. The truth is what it is. Certain things we gotta be real about. And also let it be an learning experience that, you know what? If I don't want to drag this person or judge them, well, that just made me think, damn, maybe I should apologize for judging someone else because I'm not going to drag this person or that person. Or maybe I should not drag on this particular case because I'm going to forgive someone else. Or maybe if I think this is crazy, if this person do it, I got to make sure I'm going to say that it's not a great thing when the next person do it. That is all that I mean about being fair. Don't compromise your moral code for nothing, for nobody. I respect moral codes, and I also respect forgiveness. Also respect what's the universe's business. You gotta let the universe do what the universe do, you know? You know, there's some people that has had a journey that's gonna be, that might resonate with them stronger than the next person. We gotta maybe help our sisters or our brothers understand why this may be important, or why this, that, and the third. I'm gonna give you another example. I'm just gonna say this piece. I don't know exactly what was said, right? Now I'm only going off my own mind. I promise you, if you in the chat at this point, I don't know that you are there because I'm trying to respect my message real quick, right? I'm being honest, right? I don't know if this was said or not, okay? I'm going off if this was said. I'm not here to condemn. I'm only here to say this is where it will show if you've grown for something or not. Okay? I'm not saying nobody owes anybody anything, okay? But I will say this. We have to be careful about what is it worth to use certain terms that may bite us in the ass, okay? Now I'm going to be honest here. I know that Felicia has went through some things in her lifetime. Okay, let's be honest. I know she done been through some shit in her lifetime. I think Felicia. I believe she made it clear that she had experienced something at the age of 6. Though nobody is responsible for her healing but herself, and though nobody is responsible for, this, that, or the third, I do believe that if this was shared, and even if Maine had an issue or not, or this, that, and the third, or whatever, with what was said, this, that, and the third, I again tell us we all got to be careful with the things that come out of our mouth, because I don't know if it was said something about her, how she dressed is the reason why something happened to her then or not. But even in roast, when we want to throw digs, we got to be careful that we don't play with certain things that we want to show this ain't who we are anymore. Because just giving you a little bit of advice, I don't care who says what, don't like what, or whatever. Okay. Look, who's my enemy out there? Do I have an enemy out there that's in the bushes? This ain't for shits and giggles. If my enemy was in the bush, right? And I stand against the pedo shit, right? If my enemy went through something at that age, which is an age that you really can't stop nothing from happening to yourself, I do not think that it would be, if I stand against something, that it would ever be a time where, even if we're enemies, that I would say, because you done cuss me out and talk shit to me, you deserve what happened to you as a child. Now, what domino effect we create on our lives from our decisions as an adult is a different thing. But we have to respect each other's childhoods, at each other's traumas, and each other's journeys. Give a little compassion, give a little understanding. Let's be a little careful. And do you know how fair I am? The way that I'm giving just a few pieces of advice to and I hope everybody, please, for the respect of break room, do not let this story make y'all go against one another or this, that, and the third. Okay, because this live ain't for nobody to forgive Maine or to condemn him. This is for you to do whatever your individual self feel the need to do. That's what type of time I'm on. There's no need for nobody to disagree, agree, you, because everybody can move how they want to move. Everybody in here. I don't want this type of stuff to cause no confusion, because it's an open thoughts. It's open thoughts. Now, I'm not telling you I'm with you or against you. I'm telling you that people will feel stronger or less forgiving depending on their moral code and their journeys. Now, I'm gonna have to go and check the let me go into my whatchamacallit so I can have a better eye of what's going on. Make sure we good to go. Let's see. Uh, Pardon me, y'all. Ooh, let me see. And y'all, before I start looking at the chat, because I'm about to start looking in the chat real quick, because I know it might be a little tension in here, and maybe me thinking that we could have done this in a civil way was maybe I took it a step, maybe I was had wishful thinking, and I'll let that be on me. I'll let that be on me. If possible, because I don't know what's going on in the chat and I can't even see nobody who's getting blocked or not blocked. I can't see trolls. I can't see any of that. But I do not want anybody disrespecting one another. And I do not want anyone getting blocked. I either only because I don't even see what's going on down there. But this wasn't for nobody to be arguing about their side or their point of view. I already said y'all can hate that man. Y'all can whatever. I ain't got no dealings with Maine. And Maine is I think somebody I don't know if somebody said his name if he was in this chat, but being which that he was my topic today, I don't if I don't mind him hearing how I feel about the situation at all, and him knowing where I stand. He don't know me, so he ain't got to care that I fuck with him or not. You understand? So I'm just using me as an example that I don't get down with none of that shit, and I'm not telling y'all what to get down with or to not get down with. But what I'm saying is we got to do a little bit better of thinking the way doing things how we be doing them. Just hold each other accountable or don't at all. That is all that I was saying. So nobody have to argue about those things. This is not a live about, I think I've made it clear. I am not on the side of Maine. I'm on the side of understanding and moving forward. That's all that I'm on the side of. I don't care about supporters. I don't care about this. None of that is for this. I told y'all I was going to speak like I ain't know nobody. Because I want you to understand that sometimes we cannot turn a blind eye to right, wrong, or indifferent. Sometimes it just is what it is. And we have to be able to allow people to feel how they choose to feel. But if we gonna condemn one another, we just got to make sure that we are willing to handle the same thing when it's us being condemned. If it's us, that's all I told you to do. Move the same if it's your son. Move the same if it's your daughter, your cousin, your best friend, your uncle. Don't forgive your uncle if you ain't gonna forgive this person. Don't condemn this person if you're not gonna condemn that person. That shit is simple. This don't mean, I trust me. I didn't look at this chat for a reason, because I wanted to make sure I was staying on what my opinion and truth is. This is why this whole entire live, besides when I was speaking and saying hello to y'all, I kept my eyes looking at Ghost sleeping ass in the corner. Just so you will know, this ain't about me telling you what to think. I'm only telling you, hold for one what you're going to hold for the other, whether it's love or hate. Hate who you want to hate. But if you, whatever reason you hate this person, you got to make sure you're giving the same hate to the other. There ain't no free passes in the moral code. And this will, these types of things will tell you where your moral code stand at. Excuse me. It will tell you where your moral code stand at. That's all. This is all about judge not, let's be judged. If you're going to judge, just handle, if the shoe is on the other foot, that's how you're going to be judged. If you don't judge, then make sure you don't judge the next person. Let it all be even. I respect everybody's opinions and thoughts. And I do not think if this, listen, I don't think that anybody in here, I hope, is saying that that is okay, whether you have forgave the person or whatever it is in your heart. I hope that whatever you feel is not saying that you feel that the act itself was right. No, I'm not gonna make an excuse for no damn body. No, I do not think that. I don't give a fuck with nobody. If you just weighing it out for what it was then, what the actual thing that happened then, well, you gotta be able to stand on that shit ain't right. It's fucked up and disgusting and whatever other words you could think of. If you're going to put it to today, either you feel anybody that's sinned cannot have redemption. If you feel any sin cannot be redeemed, then you gotta hold the next person and say whatever you did wrong. Just because I like you, I can't like you because your sins can't be redeemed. I'm just telling you to make it, when we doing this arguing and bickering, whatever we choose to use against someone, make sure that we would have those same thoughts for the person that we like if they did something. And I ain't got to be just this subject. It could be thieving. It could be cheating. When I talk about journeys, even when I mention Kevin and his situation, if you're a Christian, well, you should probably be frowning at poly. If you are a law-abiding citizen, well, you might frown at it because it's against the law. If some people say this and say that, where you stand will depend on how you look at a situation. If you are now a citizen of the US, but you used to be in a country where it was cool to have multiple spouses, well, you might come here and think it's absolutely absurd that you're only allowed one. Depends on your walk, depends on your religion, depends on your beliefs, depends on your morals. That's it, man. That's it. That's all. Now, thank y'all all for being here. And I'm really, really grateful to have had this moment. I hope it brought some clarity for somebody or some type of understanding or whatnot. I don't, when you dealing with so many personalities and journeys, it's going to get tricky. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be this, that, or the third. But it's okay to stand in your square. That's all. So I hope that nobody left here feeling I wouldn't know because again, I honestly did not look at this chat at all. I hope all is well and hope all will be well. I hope nobody left feeling no type of way because this is not personal for me. My moral code just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um And that's just it what it is. So, I don't ask for permission to, like somebody or not like somebody or deal with this person or that. I don't ask for permission. So, um it just is what it is. And that's a personal thing. It don't mean I gotta hate the world or hate this person or that or nothing. I just don't gotta fuck with them. You feel me? All right, now I'm gonna pay attention to the chat for a few minutes before I let those that are still here go. I understand, Kia. I don't discredit none of that. That's what I'm hoping is not a misconception over here. This is just me saying to all of us, different things gonna weigh differently for each person. Forgiveness is gonna weigh differently for each person. It's not me saying this person is right or this person is wrong. This me just saying everybody's feelings is gonna hit differently, and you know forgiveness is gonna be different. You know, this here ain't no live that's based on no side at all. This just ain't. Uh, Yes, Kia. That's actually Miss Kia, if you will. I know Miss Amore is live and all of that there. If you would, I do want to say this to you. That's why I really had came to show that it seems every step of the way is gonna create division. You know what I'm saying? It's a tug of war of, if nobody allows people to feel how they feel, it's going to constantly be a tug of war of support. It's going to constantly be a tug of war of like, ain't nobody going to last nowhere. You know, you got to know if YouTube a business for you or if YouTube personal or a little bit of both. That's it. That's all. This live here ain't to be taken for nobody to be bashing one another or. And if that happened here, I hope you know it's worked out or whatnot, because I didn't bring this up to further divide people or further this. And it seems like these days that's all that's happening. Let's look for a reason to get, to not understand one another. At some point, it's just is what it is. I can understand why how you feel without having to agree. Understanding has nothing to do with agreeing. Let's just say that. Understanding somebody ain't got nothing to do with agreeing with them. It's just allowing them to feel how they feel. It's just about hearing. That's all. That's it, and that's all. Hmm. Hey, Angel, love you. Love you, baby. So yeah, I'm not here standing in a gap with uh nobody. I'm just here to say, at the end of the day, everybody human. You know what I'm saying? And everybody gonna feel different about different shit. But like I said, I stand on what I stand for. I don't have to be in nobody's area like near you or care that you exist. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't for you or don't fuck with you, I don't gotta be in your area. I don't have to announce it to nobody. I can just, or I can. But me, if somebody around that I don't care how they move or how they represent themselves or what they stand for or whatever, I I just retreat. Just retreat. It's okay to retreat. We don't have to be bitches to each other to retreat, take a breather, or realize when something ain't for you or somebody ain't for you. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody ain't gonna feel like the break room. 'Cause I don't feel nothing, honestly. What's wrong is wrong, and that's all it has to be. You know what I'm saying? What I feel is wrong or right is just my shit. Is this simple? If I think that that's wrong, guess what I don't have to do? I don't have to put my children in the room with you, and I don't have to be in the room with you, cyberly or not cyberly. You can just make this shit make sense. That's it, that's all. And I feel the worst thing that's the biggest problem is everything having to be so choosy. If one person got a problem with something, everybody got to have a problem with it. If one person feels something right, everybody got to feel it's right. It's okay to say, hey, I'm a forgiving person too. If you repented or did this or did that or whatever, and you change your life around, okay, whatever. If somebody think, nah, you be making a joke or you be making a mockery of this or that, I can't get with that or whatever. You ain't changed shit and I'm not with it. That's cool too. I personally just respectfully said, as a content creator, I never engaged with the person to know anything about that person's life. Do you know what I'm saying? So, the rest didn't matter because I couldn't get no further than I already was. I don't engage, I don't support. Ain't nobody had to know it. I could just mind my business, go about my business. If somebody I don't like around, I don't have to make a choice, a decision, or nothing. I can just go about my business. That's like but that's just me. You know, we can't control how other people move. That's it. That's all. And this shit so fucked up. If you don't allow people to have sometimes the different moves than you, I mean, I don't care how much you like somebody, you're not gonna agree with everything that a person says out their mouth. You know, you're not going to agree with everything that comes out somebody's mouth. But it's just like with my and do know this. Everything that I said in this live ain't based on this individual situation. The things I said in this live is based on all things that has been happening when it comes to accountability and judgment. That's what I have been speaking on and focusing on. It's not really even though we spoke on Maine, this live wasn't just about that isolated situation. I don't want nobody to go here and say, oh, no, no, no. The same way I said what I said concerning him is the same way I said what I said concerning the truth. Let it be a learning experience. It's simple to say, well, like for instance, if I'm a cool with you, I can tell you how you do. Y'all know how real I am. When I was on in this saga, right? When I was in this saga, I hate to bring this up, but I'm gonna use it as an example. If let me turn my get along or be somebody yes man or all this, that, and the third. Do you know that out of love, because I represent you and represent you represents me. When I was on a side or whatever the case may be, I told y'all not long ago, this story, but I was on the side with Rod. Like I had just kind of stopped touching the saga. But when he went and did his live and said, hey bro, I know what it's like to be judged, lied on and judged, and God is with us or whatever. I simply said, hey, the truth. Don't say certain things that could make it look like you are making an excuse or comparing your situation to someone else's. You know what I'm saying? There's proof on this man doing what he did. If you feel lied on and you say, I understand this, that, and the third, it's saying that you feel this man was lied on, right? Now, whether I'm on his side or not, is that not the truth? Now, we're going to stand on the truth, stand on the truth. My opinion was some things that we say can make it look like we for some shit that we're not trying to actually show that we're for. And a person who don't, you know, somebody might feel like, oh, you just trying to point out bad things. You just trying to do this or do that. People don't always take things like you trying to show them, you know, a proper way or a better way of choosing to do something. Everything ain't about because I like you. Just let you make decisions that ain't for your best interest. I mean, I think some shit just more simpler than people let it be. But people sit here and act like it all these decisions and who like who, it just be based on what side you favor or don't favor. It really don't be based. People don't tap into moral code until it's really about somebody that they don't like or on a side that they don't like. Then it's all morals. But you gotta have the same morals when it's your own side. That's for all sides. There's nothing wrong with somebody saying, if you real as you say you are, then you can recognize the error of not pointing out something on this end, but making it okay on that end. Otherwise, you have to take accountability for, well, I shouldn't do that. And, and let that be that. Just like one thing I can say, people feeling how they feel, right? Let's just take Miss Amore for a case or whatever. Something, difference of opinions or whatever had happened, and it caused a little rift. I mean, it caused a rift in the situation, a divide or whatever, right? Now, one thing in it, I can say, I can't stop Amore from talking to whoever the hell she want to talk to. That's a grown ass woman, right? But what I can say is, without me having to go live or say this or say that, it's like if it's if I'm not going to hold or I can't talk shit about Robert and Sierra no more if I'm not going to talk shit about May. Well, that is fair enough. You know, if I'm not going to drag him, I at least got to stop dragging him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was meaning in here. Or if I'm gonna drag him, I got to drag him too. That's just an example. Miss B, you can ask me whatever you like. You can ask me whatever you like. I'm loving it because why we all just can't get along with different opinions. I don't know. It's too much controlling of the mind. And it causes so much confusion and indifference. And my goodness, you know? And things get misconstrued and turned around, and I don't care how many times you can say exactly how you feel, somebody gonna find a way to say you doing this or doing that. You're like, hold up, but I just said like, for real. See, I'm not arguing about whether I stand for what he did or not. I'm saying I don't have to say I don't like what he did because he did it or whatever. Don't fuck with that shit no matter who tied up with what, and that's my choice. Do I have to make it my commentary or whatever this case may be? Absolutely not. And nobody asked me to. I was just saying, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. So have any of those ladies said they support his charges? And have they ever had a panel where they discussed his charges and tries to justify them? Miss B, I'm not sure. I can't really answer that because for one, I don't know exactly who those ladies are. With all due respect, I'm not for sure exactly who your question's leading to, but I don't know who covers his stuff or not. If somebody's broken it down or whatever, I wouldn't have had an interest in it anyway. Myself, um, But as far as asking me directly, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I have never, watched anything that's had to do with him, whether it's his stuff or somebody, his friend, or if somebody was bashing him. I've never watched anything that has to do with him, and that's me being honest. I didn't watch him, or you know, I don't even think half time I even notice if he in the chat or not, because normally I zero into what I zero into. You know what I'm saying? And so it just something wasn't nothing. I don't look for main like info on him or lives about him or nothing. Uh I am a silent watcher, but I do be in the bushes. Got you. Give me your thoughts, Miss B, if you would like. Oh, he was. He has talked about his charges multiple times on Amora's panels. I love watching her. Okay. So you're saying you're a silent watcher of Amora's channels and you be in the bushes. So you're asking if any of, let me see, which ladies. Hmm. I'm trying to make sure I'm understanding. Maybe y'all understand each other better than I'm getting it. Miss B, not to my knowledge, have any of us been on a panel with him and he answered like Q&A? I haven't seen it, but they may have. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could. I can't say yes or no. I'm trying to figure out the outrage. Oh, it's okay, Miss B. I'm trying. I think we working together to figure it out. Has anyone talked about our age doing the same thing before? Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can do this Q&A stuff. Um, Now by same, like this is the thing. Okay, for who's ever here, is we answering questions based on my opinions or the truth of what I know, because I know like I did not grow up with either one of these men. I do not know. I'm gonna be honest. Let me just do my honest shit real quick, okay? Let me do my honest shit. I don't know the backstory of nobody involved on either side, right? I wasn't there. I don't know. I love watching all of you that talk with common sense. Oh, thank you. I'ma just assume I'm hoping I'm one of them. Since you here, I'ma assume I'm one of them, and thank you. And I don't think they support his charges. That's what I don't know is who is they, because I I don't know who they is. But I don't think anybody supports like anybody's nothing. Let me give an example here too. This is an example I didn't get to use as well. Now, I think where it is that now the only issue like that I had to say, for instance, because allegations can be so detrimental and harmful to one's reputation or this, that, and the third, um, I just say that we have to accept what is the truth, right? Now, only the people involved in any give of these stories know the truth of the intentions, knows if somebody manipulated somebody, if somebody took advantage of someone or someone did. Now, in this case, if I'm being honest, again, I'm not here to drag nobody's closet, dirty laundry out their closet or none of that on nobody's side. However, what I will say is With Robert's case, it was well proven, according to Sierra already having one kid or the other, that she was already having intercourse, right? That's one. Two, in my state and many states, 16 is a legal age to you know what. In some states, it's 18. In some states, it's legal at 16, but you have to have the consent of a parent or whatever. In some states, you do not. All right. So if you are a person who may have a 16-year-old and you cannot imagine a such and such year old or whatever, uh, having, you're like, oh my God, my daughter is a child, ain't no grown man got no business, da 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 da. Da. Well, then you may definitely have a problem with a 16-year-old, even if it's legal to do so, especially if it was consensual, which Sierra did say that it was, which is why the mother didn't press charges. You have these types of instances where um nobody was necessarily had to be manipulated or took advantage of or have assaulted anyone or raped anyone. We can't change the story that somebody has already told because we don't like someone. So if we're going off the facts that Sierra had already gave, well, it sounded like she was not manipulated. It sounded like he did not take her virginity or any of those things. He did not take her unwillingly by her or any of those things. Consensual is simply that. Now, if you're going off your beliefs and moral codes that you're like, okay, this is a suitable age by my morals to engage in, you know what, or this, that, and the third, um, then you may think, my daughter cannot date nobody. If she's 16, she can't date nobody over 17 or nobody over 18. You know what I'm saying? But it just, we can't, if somebody hasn't been charged with something, it would be wrong to call them something that they have not been, you know, accused of, or there's no proof on. You know what I mean? That's where I feel as far as with the RH thing goes, unless Sierra pressed charges or said I have was taken advantage of, he manipulated me, he told me he was younger than he was, or this, that, and the third. But it sounds like it was two people that perhaps at that time cared for one another, and whatever the case, I don't know their case. I don't know if they cared for one another or not, or just boned, and I don't know what it was. But it all depends on your morals, your beliefs, and what you think is right to say if that was right, because by law and by word of mouth of the person in it, it was in fact consensual. So it would be wrong to call someone who did not like grape somebody a grapist. It would be wrong to call somebody who does not have a charge or never had to go on probation or nothing else like that, this, that, or the third. So that's what I would say on the RH thing. Whether I think it's wrong or not, personally, I'm not into no men that like, I'm all for, after the age of turning 18. I think we all would prefer that our children and our whatever wait till they are adults to make those types of decisions. But are we born on earth or not? That is not how it goes in regular life. And in the case with the other guy, it's just this simple. That's what I'm saying, Janice. And that's by her word of mouth. So it would be wrong to keep throwing that narrative out there in my eyes to say he did when he didn't. And with the mother respecting their child's wishes, mean that the mother knew that the child was in love, whether the mom thought it was wrong or not. That's what her child wanted, even though by the eyes of a law, it ain't a child. And it's a child with two kids. It's just a tricky situation. Now, when it comes to the other person's situation, main situation, I would be a lie if I said, now I'm not here. Now, if I was just like I said, I'm just on the outside looking in. I don't know that dude. And before this, after this, or nothing. If you was asking me to be honest, yeah, I do think 12 and 28 is a hell of a gap. I do think that, at 12 years old is an age that you are impressionable. It is an age that and you can at 16 too. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying 12 versus a 28-year-old is a bit cringe. Will I sit here and lie to you and tell you that the facts of that does not make me cringe? Absolutely not. I mean, am I wrong for saying a 28-year-old having any type of sexual situations with someone underage? Definitely that far underage is not for me. Now, I also can say that too. She was a child, she was just fast. Yes, Latanya. So, like, I'm saying, if you look at it like, okay, the eyes of a law may say, hey, you're not. If you the mother, you might say, yes, that's a child. If you are, it just depends on where you're looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So if you from another country where you can get married at the age of 13, somebody coming from India or this place or that place might be like, what's the big deal? It all depends. I'm telling you, this is how it goes. How you look at life and things depends on your upbringing. It depends on the laws where you were raised or where you are. It depends on your moral code. All of that. That ain't no lie. What you think is utterly disgusting here, because that's what we were raised by our law and by moral code to believe, ain't nasty and disgusting somewhere else. You know? A 10-year-old, and that's just the facts we have to. This is all about different walks of life and agreeing that to disagree, because if you really drop down to the realness, everything ain't the same everywhere. Every culture is not the same. So if you was raised on a culture where, that's absolutely absurd and unheard of, oh, well, you're going to take it just like that. If someone picked up this story in a place where this stuff goes all the time, they're going to be like, damn, I'm still trying to figure out what's wrong. It just depends on you, your beliefs, your country, your state, how you was raised. Me personally, I say that this. I said this yesterday, actually, in a Morris Live. I don't know the guy. I don't know if the girl lied about her age, because I look at things all ways. Did you think the girl was older? Did she have is it wrong no matter what the fuck it is? Absolutely. Was there any different, all situations, y'all, ain't black or white. Is it wrong? Hell yeah. Did this person lie about her age? Did she have a perhaps a overdeveloped body or something, a matured body that was past the age of what she actually is? Did she, like, what was it? It's wrong either way. But I would have liked to pick the brain of him at 28 to say, at 28 years old, what made you feel that this person, did you know that the person was underage? Did you assume that they were 18? See, I don't know none of the mental state of it all. I don't know the back end of it all. It happening, disgusting and terrible, sure. That could be my opinion. It is my opinion. But I also would have to know what is the back end of it. Was this person being fast? Did they lie about their age? Did they consensually do this because they were being fast and wanted to be fast? Did you know that, could you have, yes, you could have, did you know the person's age? And was you just too immature to care, or just too sexually immature, or high up, or whatever the hell you was you high off something or what? But then again, you say, boom, well, the paperwork say it went on for 2 years. So I'm just saying, in my eyes, and this is my opinion, when a person is 12, now this is just the truth. If y'all want me to break the fucking shit down for you without me giving a fuck about who, this, that, or the third, if a person is 12, right? Okay, Brandy. If the person was 12, okay? Sometimes a body does not always tell the age, right? Okay, check. We can put that to the side. The body does not always tell how old somebody is, right? Some people mature faster than others. What I would ask is, a 12-year-old would have to have something going on. I mean, excuse me, would definitely have a different conversation than that of an adult, okay? Because an adult starts to have things, whether it's a first apartment, whether they're in college, about to graduate high school, whether they have a car of their own. You have certain things at different ages of adulthood that you just won't have at the age of 12. Okay. So I don't give it no excuse, because I'm pretty sure a 30-year-old can decipher the difference of a mind and the actions of a 12-year-old. What do you have, or did you not do no homework? Did you not check some, hey, show me your damn ID or something, to tell me something. Show me your graduation yearbook picture or something. Either it wasn't cared, and it's just, hey, a man being a man and don't care about who what, or the moral code, or maybe he didn't have a moral code then. I don't know. I don't know. For me, I would think a 28-year-old would definitely be able to tell that a 12-year-old ain't grown, ain't got nothing that shows that they're grown, especially with something happening over the course of 2 years. If you thought the person was 18 when they were 12, then that means you must have would have thought they were 20 at 14, right? Did you ever ask them where did they graduate high school from? Did you ever talk to a parent? Did they ever have some keys to a car? Did you ever go to their house and visit them? It's certain things that I bear no excuse that a 28-year-old should know. It's just a different level of maturity or immaturity. It's a different level of living when you're 8 versus when you're 18 or older. When you 28, you talking about jobs, and you talking about cars and cribs, furniture, traveling. In 2 years, did you not do anything that will require them having to prove what age they are? Never a trip, never a nothing. Or was it just, hey, every time she come over here, we do what we do? I don't know. So can bodies trick you even at a young age? Absolutely. I have a niece that developed very early. I'm 40 years old, and she had more butt than I did when she was just turning damn near double digits. Her mama hated it. I understand a body being deceitful, But I bear no excuse that a 30-year-old can definitely sense the conversation of a 12-year-old. Now, if this happened and she was 12 and he was 16 or 17 or whatever the case may be, or even 18. Well, maybe at 18, you know her ain't got no car, no jobs, no this, that, and the third, and everybody really just starting out on life or whatever. Maybe it ain't enough of y'all ain't did enough living for either one of y'all to have shit. But when you're 28 and got your most people, you will ask, well, where do you live? Do you have your own place? Where'd you graduate high school? After 2 years. That's That's just what my take on it. Let me see. Was there another question? I still believe it's the last something I do when I get my job back. Yeah, I understand her mom don't like her, so she decided to try and take them from him. You might do it. Yeah. We all don't know his for that case. Nobody personal story. It's when something hit this book, everyone else joins the bandwagon. Miss Lynn, I agree with that. 16 in North Carolina is a crime. Just look it up. Is that where the crime took place? Oh, you talking about them. My bad. I'm tripping. So many stories going on. Shit. Let me see. And that's why you got that. Ah. Well, if it was against the law and he broke a law, whether she was with it or not, that's wrong too. But we have to say that then. We have to say, we can't say you took advantage or you graped somebody or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It has to be, is it wrong if you know and you still do it? Absolutely. If it considers that underage and a certain age is statutory, this, that, or the third, or whatever, then hey, I can't argue with the law. That means you broke the law. According to the law, you broke the law. Now you might ain't do it according to that person you're doing it with. But I'm just saying the facts don't care who say it. You know what I mean? That's just the difference in the type of damn content creator I am. I mean, hey, I know what's my opinion and what's my fact. You know? Hey, Fourth Horseman, we just kicking it. Hey, Demetria. You know? So that would mean, you broke the law or this, that, or the third or something of that nature. But we couldn't say, by moral compass, I'm not even moral compass, excuse me. We can't say, that it was taking advantage or um, you know, it was forced. Let me say that. We can't say it was forced. We can just say by the law it's that. I'm done for enforcement. And it was his girlfriend cousin. Well, I will say this. I mean, that again goes with okay, where was your moral compass? Because if you in a whole relationship, well, why was you cheating on your damn girlfriend in the first place? Perhaps the problem came in when you decided to be unfaithful. Double whammy. But I don't take things like that lightly or whatever and make fun of it or any of those things. So all I can say is I hate, in a nutshell, before I go, because I'm at my 2 hour mark. I pray for people to get understanding and to know that in this YouTube thing, maybe When if you're taking it for business, then you can't let it be too personal with yourself. And if you're taking it personal, then sometimes taking things personally will cost you your business. So it's just a choice how you choose the whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I wish that we could see, I hope that everybody understood, my point of view of trying to make a little more sense, and show you that standing on it, you got to stand on it in all four corners, not just on this corner or that corner, and so forth. That's all for me. Will I trust them around my children? No, that's that, and that's it. That's all right there, Miss B. Right, right. You ain't got to go to his channel. Trust him with your kids. You ain't got to know the brother is anywhere near these YouTube streets. Just like I don't. I would have never known his story because I don't listen to nothing being covered on him or nothing. Let me see. Would we be having this conversation if he didn't go against the ops? I have a cousin with the same charges and did jail time. Do the family disown him? No. Okay, I got you. I have a cousin with the same charges and did jail time. Do my family disown him? No. Got you. Let me see. Oh, I got you. What you saying? You said, would we be having this conversation if he didn't go against the ops? Meaning, would anybody care about his past if he was on the side of the people that's condemning him? Did I get that one right? Now that I don't know. I agree. I agree. I completely agree. Platinum bracelets. I completely agree with that. I completely agree. That's why I said it's all about your moral compass. Sometimes our morals don't always feed our wants. That moral compass don't always feed what you want. Sometimes standing on business, it must be done, but that don't mean it's always a pleasant ride. You know what I'm saying? I assure you, I had to take some serious thought before I even spoke on it, because I know that oftentimes people do not listen to hear you out. They only listen to rebuttal. They only listen to find fault in something you say. So sometimes people want to hear real opinions and talk about real shit, but can't handle the real opinions and real shit. You know? Uh right, 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 right. And to be quite honest, sometimes that's why I'm like, shit, all the content in the world. And sometimes I feel like just this damn shit just, oh God, it's just weird. It all causes so much confusion. I just hope that my thoughts about it does not, trigger anyone or have anybody thinking this, that, or the third. But again, I can't make that my problem. I can only say, I know where I stood. I ain't never dealt with the person, so I don't have to worry about, oh my God, making a decision on do I want to deal with him or not, or this, that, or the third. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Because to be honest, I can't stop the forgiveness of another. And just because I might not be in a place of accepting what was because we at a different place or whatever, I mean, it's just, this shit is crazy. Sometimes I think This thing is gonna always feel like the Twilight Zone because it is the Twilight Zone. Thank you, Latanya Bailey, baby. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. It's good to know because I assure you, like, this is such a choosy app, y'all, that people tell you, to tell them things, to be truthful, keep it real and all of this, but you can't without, a bunch of mess. You know what I mean? So sometimes I have to shed it off. Break room, you have to be a grown woman to have these type of conversations. Yes, Miss B. That's all I'm saying. Because when you're only look, I'm gonna tell y'all a little something. When you're only looking for a conflict within a situation, you're not there to hear nobody out. You just there to say to go against whatever they saying. And sometimes you can't get no learning experience out of just going back and forth, going back and forth. We can all agree that something is wrong, but agree that there's different ways to handle something that has, handle how we approach something that we not for or not. Are you the kind of person that hold on, y'all. Woo! You said what needed to be heard. Thank you, Dale. Hold on, y'all. Thank you. Let me know if y'all can hear me because my Bluetooth was trying to connect in my car. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Yeah. Matter of fact, I might as well just go ride and get me something to gnaw on. Fuck it. Let me see. Okay, thank you. Look, husband gone, y'all. House all quiet. I ain't have to even rush off my live because I ain't had shit to do. But though I didn't want to stay too long. But yeah, y'all, I want to see us in a better place. And I'm driving right now, so for just about 5 minutes, I won't be able to see the chat. So y'all can talk amongst yourselves, and I'm gonna talk to y'all. But yeah, I think it's just we gotta do something different. I don't like to see so much division and on all things, what I mean, on all around the spectrum. It just seemed like this saga won't rest until absolutely nobody fucks with each other. That's it's gonna go on until absolutely nobody fucks with each other. That's what I think. Oops, put my seatbelt on. Sorry, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Strap this seatbelt on. But yeah, y'all, so it was a little troublesome coming up here, trying to do this live because I know when something is already tense and full of, just tense energy and things like that, you don't know which way shit gonna go. And you like, no matter what, somebody gonna have a problem with what you saying or find fault in what you saying, you know? That's what this saga was built on. It was built to not understand the point of view of anybody. That if you already don't like them, you will pretend that you don't like the same color as them, even if you do, just because you know you don't like this. I can't do that go along and get along shit. Miss Annette, girl, I love you so much, girl. You know I love you, Bookie. Straight like that. I love all of y'all, man, for real. And I'm grateful for all y'all support and love. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get me some smokes. Hold on.
scans, and then it clicks scans.
Ah.
You're gonna take one off.
I like your sweatshirt.
Thank you. All right, 1182. If you put it, oh, you want to tap?
Either or. What?
Okay.
Which
1182.
one best?
All right, go right ahead.
I love you, Miss Annette. You and y'all have a good night, Miss Annette. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. Nah, thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
You
Have
have
a
a
great
blessed
night.
night, okay? All right, sorry, y'all. We outside for a second. I gotta make it back inside for the phone die. But damn, what do I want to eat? What do I want to eat? Ooh, I should have went up the street and got a taco pizza. Which do I want to eat? Which do I want to eat? Hard choice. Ooh, I want a milkshake. I want a milkshake. Hey, everybody. Kissy, I'm not sure why you have bananas in my chat, darling. I asked for before I just assume. Nor do I know if you're still in my chat, but if you are, why are you putting bananas in there? Being which we are, or are you suggesting I eat one? Because I said I was hungry. I don't know what's going on there. I just don't know what's going on there. Let me see. I ain't losing no sleep or beefing with none of my internet sisters about it. Me either, Kia. See, Kia, you on my type of time right here. Ain't nobody got time to be adding on beef to their life over somebody else's motherfucking life. It's so much damn shit going on out here in this internet. Like, damn. I don't even know. I mean, I'm just saying, it ain't nothing to. This stuff ain't worth constantly letting it be a reason. The people on this internet, it's just giving too much power. This stuff is just being given too much power. It truly is. Thank you, Brandy. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Thank y'all for being here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that person put bananas in the chat, baby. I don't even know them. Probably just a trolling child. Trolling. Um, let me see. Um, but if you would like, if I have, I don't know if I have a mod in here or not, because I can't really see just yet. But you can block that person if you would like. You can hit them with the block button. Because I don't play with none of that type of stuff over here. I don't play with none of that stuff over here. We don't even really gotta know why they did it. We just gonna assume you being disrespectful and get rid of you. On that note, but yeah, y'all, we gotta stop this, we just really do, we really do. That's not true because I never said anything to or about Lex and she keeps my name in her mouth. What's not true? This proves that some people, this fake internet is their lives. Talking and yelling at phones and the computers at pictures on the other end. This is not real life, people. Bro and Rob sleeping at night. Bro and Rob. You meant, oh, Bree and Rob sleeping at night. Child, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, everybody is tearing up their platform now. I'm glad you said that, though. I'm glad you said that, Platinum, because that's the thing I'm trying to say. We got to stop letting every damn thing like that concern every single person like affect your platforms, affect you having just one more extra thing on your plate to beef about or to hate somebody over. Like, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm completely in agreement. At some point, you know, I mean, hell, I ain't gotta sit at the table with you, but I also ain't gotta fuck my table up either, just to make sure you don't sit at it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta fuck my table up to make sure you don't sit at it. You can just respect that I don't want you at my table. Now, where do I want to eat? I want a damn chocolate shake because I ain't had no chocolate shake in forever. You can go because you all taking up half of both lanes, child. You just going and skiddly do wop. Why do I got my windshield wipers on? Ain't no rain. I'm hungry as hell. You hear me? Let's see. It's raining or snowing. It was raining when I got out my car earlier and my wipers were still on. I'll be back having y'all giving y'all my full attention in 60 seconds when I place this order. All right, Tiff, lamb gyro, or do you just want some chicken tenders? Damn, choices, choices, choices. I wish I knew what was going on, Lord. I'm lost. Oh, nothing with me, sister teacher. So I'm not sure. I was trying to just give some clarity. I feel like a person who just so unattached that it's easy for me to just say, try to bring some clarity to a situation for people. But I've also realized that not everybody care about clarity. Some people, if you don't want peace or truth, then you just gonna go against anything. I mean, I just don't know. Hold on, y'all. I'm reading the menu. But yeah, ain't nothing going on over here, sis teacher. I'm just got class. I don't got no dog and no fights or no nothing like that. Like I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? I support all those that I support and will continue to. Um, I just be trying to make some things make a little more sense. So it don't have to always be that we're jumping down each other's throat, condemning one another or whatever, but just allowing everybody to feel differently sometimes. Get me the number 5 chocolate shake. I'll be fine. Period, Pooh. You can have whatever you like. Hey, J. Lou, baby. Welcome all my beauties, y'all. Today, please don't hold me that I had not called out everyone's names like I always do everywhere I go. I really wanted to try to do this the right way. And but in this saga ain't no right way to do nothing. I don't care if you say everything everybody feel, you still gonna be wrong. So I just gotta take a chance and never allow my voice to not be heard in a 411. I can't make nobody come hear me, but I can say what I feel in the 411. Also, hold on, y'all. I gotta shout some people out while I'm waiting on my food. Hold on 1 second. Oops, shit. I need my glasses. Ooh, that look good. That look good. That look good. It's gonna be hard. Welcome, Harvey. Sorry about your wait. We'll be right with you. Take your time, baby. Uh, 2 seconds, y'all. I want to shout out my super stickers, super chat senders. Also, give me 1 second. Buffalo barbecue. Ooh, the big tasty something. Ooh, wait. Looks big cheesy this, big cheesy that. This is hard. This is so hard. Oh my God. Y'all, I don't know what I want. Somebody in the chat, do I want a corned beef Reuben or do I want a gyro? Somebody help me choose. Or do I want a burger? Rawr. Rawr. Y'all know I never had a burger from here before. I'm at Arby's, y'all. I'm at Arby's. The husband out and about, so I ain't gotta cook tonight. You feel me? So, I'm cheating. Ooh, French dip and Swiss thingy. I do like those. But they be a little salty. Mm-mm. You so funny, J. Lou. I won't lie. I like Arby's. Only certain things, but I like it. Only certain things, but I like it. I'm coming, y'all. Clearly, when I said take your time. Okay, clearly I asked the wrong crowd. And y'all clearly ain't no help out in these streets. But we will talk about how we ain't having no division up in here. Hold on, let me cut my battery saver on. Hello? Yeah, buddy. I'm glad to hear that not everybody is happy about it though. I am glad about that. That everybody ain't like, just laughing about all these fallouts and disagreements and things. I'm glad that some people actually care and wish that this wasn't a daily thing going on all the time. If I didn't want to, it's the girl. Do y'all know ain't nobody in front of me, and I'm literally at the thingy. Oh snap! That corned beef Reuben sound good too. I'm getting a corned beef Reuben. I ain't had one of them in a long time. I might have to go somewhere else because my phone battery ain't gonna be able to last 50 minutes for my food. But damn, I want to shake. You so funny. I do want a Reuben, but if it's taking me 10 minutes to order it, I don't know if I have 10 minutes to wait on it. Like, come on, babies. Your girl phone is dying. Whenever you're ready. Yes, darling. I just want the corned beef Reuben meal with a chocolate shake and curly fries. Corned beef Reuben, curly fries, and a chocolate shake. Please. What else for you? That'll be all, darling. Come to the window for your total. Thank you. Oh, I know, Mama 3. Remind me not to say that shit no more. I tell y'all, sometimes my manners get me in trouble. My mama to go tell mama, call my mama tonight and say, lady, you got some explaining to do because you raised me with too much manners. You made me too kind. I'm hungry as hell, living off 10% on my battery, and y'all want to be short staffed tonight. And I forgot to order me a cookie. However, now, like I said, y'all, about the dang on division, I mean, all this stuff or whatever, at the end of the day, either the YouTube streets gonna rule your friendships and your, I mean, I don't know. Cause at the end of the day, this YouTube this saga we in is a dirty saga. And it don't mean no good for none of us. This shit don't mean no good for none of us, child. We stay here for about 4 more months. There ain't nobody gonna be friends. Ain't nobody gonna be friends, y'all. And I'm just being honest. That's why Tiff is saying, hey, I don't care what you like. I'm not siding with nobody on shit.
Hey, your love.
Thank you,
It's
boo.
in the bag for you, okay?
Thank you so
You
much.
have a nice evening. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Barbie, whenever you're ready.
And thank you for your great attitude. Y'all might be short staffed, but you got great customer service. Shut out! All right. Damn, if I had my charger, I would eat right here in this damn driveway. I mean, parking lot. Mm-mm. So, listen, because this saga is choosy and ain't don't nobody get along at no time, I'm gonna go and everybody break up every day. I'm gonna just say it was great knowing all of y'all. Cause by tomorrow, half of y'all might not damn be talking to me. So I just want to say, whatever the soccer do to us tomorrow, it has been a pleasure knowing each and every one of you. I appreciate the mods. I appreciate the family. I appreciate the people I covered. Because chances are we won't be talking on tomorrow. I mean, at the rate this shit going, I love you today and I love you tomorrow, but we subject to not be in each other's YouTube lives. You know what I'm saying? Come on, granddaddy, come on. There you go. Try that motherfucker. Yeah, so I just wanted to tell y'all it's been an honor. It's been a pleasure. You may support me today and be telling somebody I unsubscribe to break room tomorrow. That's just some shit I got to deal with. That's just it. That's all. hmm Damn, that fry about hot as this damn saga. Shit. Mm-mm. That right there, fresh out the good grease. Yeah, it is. Cause you really, I don't know. You can't barely put your eggs in no safe basket. You feel me? Shit. I might as well just be the saga orphan I was born to be. Y'all know what I was meant to be. On my own, I'll never get in a saga again. I will never come to meet a friend on my own. That's how a saga's supposed to be. If y'all was on the phone with me, this would be right when y'all hung up in my face, wouldn't it? Is of course, baby. I love y'all for real. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Oh shit. That was the popo. I'm out here balling. hmm I thought that was a popo hoe. About to give me for speeding 99. Thank you, Lord. Me and these hot fries trying to get to the crib with the family. I got 8% in 1 mile. Can we do it? Can we do it? Is me and the family gonna make it? Let's go! Me and a ratchet ass breakthrough. Let's go! No, I'm just playing. Y'all know we ain't ratchet. We be cooler. But we is out here balling on the street. You hear me? I'm gonna be able to read y'all messages in just a second. I'm about 60 seconds from the crib. On my own. That's how this sector's supposed to be. Period. But I hope y'all know, man. Listen, please, 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 please. Like, I don't know where the common ground at. Who got directions to the common ground? I be damn, man. Where is the damn directions to the common place? I mean, is there anywhere that we can have a common interest, a common conversation? I'm tired of arguing for real. I'm a lover. This saga want me to be a fighter, but I'm a lover. You know what I'm saying? I even love the motherfuckers I done knocked out when I was a fighter. You feel me? I'm a lover. Hey, we all just hold hands and forget about it. The truth and Brianna, I blame you. Y'all would have just got along. One motherfucker fighting, two motherfuckers fighting, done created an endless battle. All right, y'all. We back home with 6%. Let's see if we make it in the house. Let's see if we can make it in the house. Let's see. Oh, shit. Damn. I can't stand. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, y'all. We in the building. Thank y'all for riding with me. I didn't mean to hold y'all up, but for those that stayed with me, your patience does not go unnoticed. The break room needed her Friday night Scooby snack. Okay, credit card in my pocket, food in my hand. And I ain't getting out this dang on cart without this straw in this milkshake. Period. You hear me, sister teacher? Mm-mm. Jesus, now Arby's don't be playing with them milkshakes. Chick-fil-A and Arby's, best milkshakes, hand down. Okay, y'all, we made it. I got 5%, which really means 2% in the StreamYard world. All right. I think we in there. Get in there. We made it. All right, 5% to get up the steps. It's a journey. All right, charger in my hand. Did we make it? Did we make it? We made it. Oh, family, we're back together again. Take this coat off real quick and I'm all yours. I've been on live a while. Am I missing anything interesting? Oops, sorry, baby. Sorry, Ghost. Okay, back to business as I snack. I usually do not like to eat on live, but we can conversate while I nibble on a fry too. Y'all, I need to be honest since you're my peeps. I brought the bruschetta from Trader Joe's and put it in Tupperware like I made it. I did add a tomato and did a little doctoring up, but nah, I cheated. I'm done. You act like you made that thing, girl. And yes, Brandy, I'm better off a Saga orphan because Miss Bree, Miss Bree, I love you. I'm going back up just a little bit. I'm gonna go get something to eat before anybody else goes live. I know that's right, Kia. Now I want fries, Angel said. Let me see. But yes, y'all. So let me also shout out LaQuisha, Tinkers. I am Glenn for real. Misha Lewis, Candy Girl, Tinkers again, Lashina Daniels, K. Sean, Candy Girl again. Thank you, baby. Yasmin, Miss Amora, Miss Heard. Shout out! Thank you to all you beautiful ladies for the wonderful, wonderful super chats and super stickers. I am Glenn says speak break room. Misha Lewis says support. Continue speaking the truth. Candy Girl said break room is preaching. Tinker said y'all pass the plate down your pew. Lashina said passing the plate. Candy Girl said Tiff, I'm here shouting right now, Lord Jesus. Yasmin said the heart. I love y'all. Miss Amore says, good job, break room. Another good live. Miss Hurd said, you said a word. This was much needed for many. Thank you, Tiff. I love you. I love you all as well. Shout out. Thank you so, so much. But yeah, so with this being said, y'all, when you come here, because of the stresses that we, are surrounded by, I am going to continue to try to be who I can be in the saga. You know what I'm saying? And all I can do is be me. You know, um, I just want us to always try to take a look at things as if it was us and move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I love y'all, man. I hope this stuff stops. I hope we can start supporting more each other more than we have to bump heads and go against one another and all of that. I hope that we can start to, let some of this stuff cease. If not today, maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe next week. I don't know, but I hope we can do it. And I am wishing all those that may have had some bumps in the road with somebody this week, it ain't gonna get solved because I'm speaking some love and light. It ain't gonna stop because of that. But hopefully, when you find it in your heart to forgive and let go of others and maybe what they've done to you, said to you, and just learn to love where you can love and pray when you need to pray. That's all. You know. Hey, Miss Lawanda. You know. But I support you all. You know. Shit, nothing but good vibes unless we have to do some straightening. Period, honey. Period. And shout out to Ashley D, because, honey, we had a time in your live last night. Shout out to Ashley D. If y'all didn't see the live last night, go check it out. If you want to just crack up at us, we had a time, child. Mm-hmm. Yep. And if y'all notice, with each turn, Sister Teacher said it's like another turn of events. And it is. Each turn gets worse and worse, y'all. It gets worse and worse. With each turn, it gets worse and worse. The threats get worse. The insults get worse. I mean, it's nothing but a saga full of discord. And to remain in it is to accept the discord for your life. You know? Mm-hmm. But over here, I will not be discussing the Truth and Sierra stuff. I will not be discussing Maine and his stuff. This is a one-time event. This is a one-time event in the 411. Okay? My channel will not become who's better, who's worse, who's sick. I won't be covering deciphering that. This is a one hit thing, you feel me? Let me see. And I may even edit this live and edit out about 45 minutes of it. Because I really just wanted it to be about my point, but then I ended up actually wanting to mix and mingle with you. So, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm all caught up. But in conclusion though, I just, I hope everybody can find some peace. Wherever your peace lies is yours for the taking. And just don't let this stuff become an endless battle. Just don't. Sister Teacher, I'm eating some Arby's. I went and got a Reuben sandwich and some curly fries and a milkshake. Mm-hmm. And it is popping. Now, is there any other opinions anybody would like my point of view on? Did I cover pretty much whatever? You know what I'm saying? Did I cover whatever? I hope I did okay. Ain't nothing I can do. But all I can do is hope that I wasn't too harsh or too indifferent. But yeah, I hope I wasn't too anything, because it just is what it is. Another thing I won't do anymore is explain my feelings. You know what I'm saying? And I encourage everyone else to do the same. If you feel something, you don't gotta explain shit to nobody. You really don't. If something don't sit right with you, or if something makes you happy, whatever it is, You don't have to explain your feelings. You can share your feelings, but you don't have to explain why you feel how you feel. People can just accept how you feel or not. That's what we have to do. I think it would help us more if we let go of needing anybody to share our same feelings. I think it would help if we just let people feel how they feel, just don't interrupt how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I think we should do that. I am funny, sister teacher. I'm laughing at you talking about I'm so lost. I think that's how lost I am. Uh, sister teacher, you've been busy doing other things. You ain't really been in these streets. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm gonna end right at the 3 hour mark. Make it nice and even. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah. So I'm gonna just say this: while all these moving parts are going on, just expect that the break room is going to fully support those that I support. And that's period. And it's too many people on here to really know what everybody doing, what everybody done did, and they past, they present, or future, this, that, and the third. I'm going to continue my journey and hope that this here that nobody takes it personally or think I'm throwing no shots, digs. This was completely spoken as if I did not know or support any of you. You know what I mean? Or you didn't support me. This was completely void of emotion. So I hope it gets better. I don't know what everybody want from each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what friendships entail here, but this is too tricky of a saga to get too personal with the emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's a dirty ass saga. It's a dirty ass saga. I said it's a dirty ass saga. And being in the middle of a dirty, I said a dirty ass motherfucking saga and trying to look for something clean in a dirty ass saga, we gonna be here to the ages of time. Do you hear me? To the ages. I said you might as well just let go and let God. Just let go and let God. It's dirty. Ain't nothing good in here for nobody. So you either gonna have to play the game or get off the board. Play the game or get off the board. If you gonna say it's a business, ain't no emotions in business. There's no emotions in business. It just ain't. When you're doing business, you don't get aligned. Now when your business based on the bread, this shit, it ain't about nobody's moral code if you buy the product. Do you know in the grocery store? Let me tell y'all something. Did y'all know that in the grocery store, right? Take your nearest grocery store, Walmart. Let me tell y'all so people know the difference between a business and you know this family alliance shit or whatever's the fuck is going on. If you running a business just like Walmart, Do you think that Walmart asks you or give a damn about your background as long as you buying a motherfucking product out of that store? Do you think it cares if you ugly, fat, if you support Holly Berry, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, John Lennon, Elton John? Do you think that Walmart cares about if you're a good person or a bad person when you come in the store and buy anything off of them shelves and them racks? Hell no. Cause guess what? All your money spend the same. You may all be sinners, but your dollars look identical. You look different in sinners, but all the dollars look the same. That's business. Business ain't a very compassionate place. I'm just telling you. hmm Right, Miss Bree. Mm-mm. When you running a business, you have to do what's best for the business, whatever that is for you. Do you know how much money Walmart wouldn't make if they was only sold to people who wasn't a felon, only sold people that was this, that, or the third, only sold to families and no single people or single people and not families? When you running a business, it's just that business. I don't need you to be a good person in life to spend a dollar with me. That's business. Now bringing you into my house, having phone conversations, getting to know you, well, that's personal. This is business. And the way these friendships go in this saga, here today and gone tomorrow, you'll be a fool to base. Now, I'm being honest with this. You can love every motherfucker that you want to love in this saga. But if you make decisions for your channel based on your relationships with people, other than your customers or who's supporting your shit. Sometimes if you're running a business, you can't care about all that shit, that backgrounds and who's this or who's that. Oh, I don't want you to support me if you've ever stolen anything. I don't want you to support me if you've ever cheated on somebody. Hell no. If I'm selling t-shirts, I don't give a fuck who wearing it. If I'm selling a candle, I don't care who buy it. I don't care if you burning the candle as an asshole or as a saint. It's a sale, it's a sale, it's a sale. That's business. If you're gonna base your YouTube channels on friendships, you're gonna lose your business. If you're gonna base your YouTube channels on friendships and this, that, and the third, you're going to lose your business. I'm just telling you. You have to choose what's more what really means the most to you. Is being in alignment with one person worth your sacrificing 100? Well, if you're running a business, then no, it ain't. If you running a place for friends and family, well then no, you wouldn't trade in your friends and your family or whatever for a dollar. If you home in your real world, but this is a business. Sometimes all the damn friendship shit get in the way of everybody having successful businesses. because you got to worry about too many opinions and you're not even being able to give your best self of what you feel and explain to the people what you feel and what you think is right, wrong, or indifferent, because you got to watch the chat and see, oh, did I upset Sarah? Oh, what are the thoughts of Becky? Oh, this, that, and the third. And by the time you finish watching the chat, you don't even know what the fuck you feel no more. It's the truth. Mm-mm. 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 And to be honest, like, mm-mm. It's like if you go buy some makeup from Mac. Mac don't care if you got pimples or a smooth face, dry face, oily face. They don't care what's your reason for slapping a foundation on your face, long as you buy it. They don't care if you got dark eyes, wrinkles, a sagging face, a badly toned face. They don't care. Consumerism, supply and demand. You have to choose, are you here to find best friends and bosom buddies, or are you here to run your motherfucking platforms? Sometimes too many motherfucking friends don't ain't good for business. It's just like what I used to say, when you get close to the story. When you become friends with the story, you can't see the truth. You start being biased and shit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The people I like is those that can get to every side, not just one side. Every side. Every side. That's it. That's all. Right, Miss Bree. They say, give me my money. Period. Love you, Niecy. Thank you so much, my gorgeous sister. Thank you. Thank you so much, baby doll. That means the world to me. Thank you, sweetie. Shout out to you, Niecy. You are certainly a blessing, my darling. But yeah, so with me, it's like I hope people respect me for the truth that I bring and not think that, oh, if I tell you 15 sentences, I don't want you to just pay attention to the one sentence you don't like. I want you to take from the 14 sentences you do like. That's something that goes wrong in this saga. We just sit here to focus on one thing wrong with one person, and it will cloud you from being able to see anything that's good with them. Just because you can't cook don't mean you are a bad dresser. Being a good dresser don't mean, or being a bad dresser don't make you bad in bed, or a person that, I mean, come on, y'all know what I'm saying here. One thing does not make you everything that you are. Every day I come on here, every supporter don't like every live. Some people might like when I'm straightening and turning up. Some people might like when I'm praising and I'm worshiping. Some people might like when I'm giving good advice and trying to bring peace. Well, I can't be mad if the people that want to see me do comedy might be like I'll come check you later if I'm saying something serious or if I'm praising and worshiping. Everything don't mean beef. Every line that ain't accepted don't mean everything's jacked up. Just, I mean, come on. I'm done with it though, y'all. 'Cause I'm about to enjoy this corned beef motherfucker sandwich. I don't care who the fuck beefing in this saga or who the hell don't like who when it comes to this damn sandwich staring back at me. You hear me? So all I could offer was what I offered. Take it for what you want. Take it for what you need to, and most certainly you can choose to not take it at all. Love is love. I respect and love all those that I respect and love. Wishing everybody the best. Hope it all works out. I'm probably gonna edit this live and shorten it down. Take away the last hour perhaps because I really do want my message to stand firm. Please make the choices that's gonna bring you peace, not the choices someone else wants to bring you. Just please. Sometimes always doing what everybody wants you to do ain't bringing you peace. I've never been so peaceful as I am now. In my whole YouTube stuff, I've had some good fun, but I'm at some good peace right now. I don't bat an eyelash to this shit. If I just feel like, okay, I want to check something that's checking me, okay, cool. But every day, I ain't got to live the same YouTube day twice. I just don't. Shout out to my baby girl treasure in the motherfucking building. I love you, baby, and thank you for pulling up with me. Thank you. Thank you for the blessing. I love you, my treasure poo. You already know. Wrong, right, or indifferent. It's up and it's stuck. And you keep being dope too, baby. hmm That was my last fry, y'all. I thought I'd get them out the way before they get cold. Oh, I understand, trash. I understand 100%. And much love to all those out there who may have been triggered by my live or anyone else's live concerning these facts. I mean, concerning this stuff, if anything, I don't want anybody in a bad mental place behind all this going on. I just want everybody to be well and know that when you stand on what you truly feel in your heart, that's where peace come from. You know, if something is not your cup of tea to deal with, to support, or to whatever, that should be respected. That's all. Treasure, you know you my angel, baby. I love you, and I'm glad you came in here to remind me to give my apologies to those that may, and this includes Felicia. This includes um all parties involved. I don't know how many people is going through. So I know Felicia for one was triggered. People like Treasure triggered. And I know it's many other women who might not want to be against either person or either nothing, but still it might be hard. I stand in the gap with you all. Everybody wasn't raised also with the same emotions as everyone else. Some people are more compassionate than others. But where one person might not have the compassion or understanding you need, it doesn't mean that someone else does not. Please, y'all, stop letting these people in this saga keep all this damn tragic stuff going on. It's almost so much going on. It's like stuff going on every channel almost. 80% of channels is beefing and arguing. I send my apologies to all those who have been in this saga and have had to witness their triggers being weaponized, whether it was things like essay, whether it was things like losing something, losing a home, whether it was something, anything, anybody that's ever had anything thrown up in their face, anything weaponized against them. I, Break Room 411, may have not, definitely wasn't the one who did it to you, but I apologize on behalf of anyone that has hurt you. I apologize for the behaviors of anybody that's been hurt in this saga. Just trying to support somebody. Just trying to support somebody. I hope you do, Treasure, right here at the 411. Dale. Yes, Treasure. I promise you, I've never forgotten the day you said that you was. And whenever you ready, ain't no rush, no hurry. This is your home. Look, this is your home. That's all you gotta know. Um, I know Miss Bree, right? But Miss Bree, you never really did though. You used to always be kind of in, and then you see Miss Bree out. I love you too, Trash. And that's something that I just wanted to let y'all know. I stand with you if you had to sit here, and if even I have said anything that you have went through in your life that I've said to somebody else and it hurt you or it triggered you, if I've ever triggered anybody's triggers, for that I am sorry. I have not I've went out my way to make sure that I don't go too far in anything. But if there's anything in any way that I've caused something in somebody's life, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Now, this ain't an apology to everybody. This is an apology to anybody that has been triggered by somebody or triggered by me on some real shit, not no back and forth little bullshit. I'm talking about real life problems. I'm talking about people who may have been great, people that may have been people that may have been abused and used in DV situations. I apologize on those of y'all that has had to sit down here and look at everybody take what you've went through as a joke to make you not even be able to share what you went through because you see how careless and uncompassionate people are. I appreciate you, sister. Treasure, you'll have no idea how much I appreciate family like you. Family like you. So instead of me just talking about those that are in the story and all of that, I want to just give some thought to those who haven't been a part of breaking nobody or trying to tear nobody down, but you have been here and you have been affected, even though you've never hurt anybody, even though you've never shitted on nobody in this saga. If nobody has said, I apologize for you having to hear me say these fucked up words that has now triggered you just for me to get back at this person. I want to apologize on behalf of anybody because I'm sure for every one person called fat, there's 100 people sitting in the audience that may have a little weight on them as well. For every person called a broke ass motherfucking bitch, there's somebody who is without or not in the best position, and not necessarily because they deserve to be. We have to be careful about that audience. And thank you, Treasure, for lighting a fire under my ass to point that shit out. The most important thing that should be being done here over taking sides and covering a side, it should be standing in the gap for what we said we wasn't gonna be with. These triggers is hard. I've been triggered. You feel me? We have to be a little careful, y'all, because this saga ain't really worth what we do to each other as women and even men. Shall one blogger be so important that it makes 100 bloggers unimportant? Should our love for one person be more important than loving this person or that? Come on. Come on. If you ask me, this Brianna LaTruth shit just way out of hand. And it ain't even about them no more. This whole saga has turned into what part can I use to start some shit or be against some shit or point out some shit. Like, I don't really honestly think anybody over here is truly interested in covering these people's story. I think the story is really in the beefing. I don't think people could give two shits about neither one of them folks. I'm sorry. I mean, you can lie to me another day. I truly don't think nobody really too much give a fuck. But if I can talk shit about this person to make you mad and cringe, that's what I'm gonna do. A lot of people just covering this shit to piss somebody else off. Tell me that I'm lying. Tell me, come to the upper room. People don't give a damn about them people. They don't. They don't. Both of them is really only being used as a way to beef with somebody else. That's all I'm saying. They just use as a reason to beef with somebody else, child. No. This is a beef sector. This is not a DV sector. Nobody truly gives a fuck about DV in this sector. Because if we did, we could not watch the catastrophe and shit show that we've been watching. Don't nobody care who get knocked the fuck out in this saga. They don't. It wouldn't be so easy to just throw this type of shit in each other's faces. As soon as you, 1 minute you care, and then the next minute it's, oh, that's why that nigga whooping your ass. That's why this, that, and the third. People don't care about love, or else they wouldn't be thinking it's funny when somebody ain't getting love. People don't care about abuse, or else it wouldn't be so easy to abuse somebody. Can't we all just live in that truth? We don't give a fuck about nobody. Is that what it is? I respect people who just admit that. I don't give a fuck about neither one of them. Oh, Dale. Dale, I just love that you come. You know, I know your grandbabies always had you in a chokehold, Dale, but I'm glad you get here when you can, sugar. That's what counts. Yup. Let me see. Okay, just checking. But y'all, I'm about to end this because I'm 12 minutes past when I said I was. But yeah, I hope that these things get better. And if it don't, I'm just gonna do my part to try to keep my stuff good over here and better. And you know, I love so many people that come from both sides, and I will embrace everybody that look. If you mean me well, you like kicking it with me, I'm not letting all this LaTrue, Brianna, Kevin, nobody shit get me all topsy turvy. I'm letting everybody live their own damn life and hope they eat it. I mean, look, Treasure put eat in the chat, and I said eat it. Oh yeah, I'm about to, Treasure. I'm about to. That's why I ate them fries first, because I know my Reuben. Um, Yeah, it'll hold up well, y'all. I can eat Reuben sandwiches, hot, cold, or room temperature. I love them. You best believe one thing gonna
That's not
happen. Two
nice.
things for sure. This, y'all. Why my iPad just said that's not nice? You sneaking and geeking. That's why I don't like all this technology and shit. What are you talking about that ain't nice? What the fuck did I say to her that ain't nice? All right, Siri, you on some other shit. Don't be talking unless you was talked to. You speaking when spoken to now. And me sneaking and geeking. All these damn Siris and Alexas and shit. I think it's too many bitches in the house. Come to think of it. I think I got too many hoes living with me because I'm about sick of Alexis and Siri shit. That bitch just came on and said that wasn't nice. Well, I ain't too fond of you either, Siri. Shoot. Don't be talking to me like that. About that ain't nice. What the hell was he even talking about? Y'all starting to make these damn gadgets and gadgets to talk shit. And I don't like that. Damn iPad talking shit to me. That ain't nice. The fuck? Mm-mm. Now, as I was saying, as I was ending my stuff, I don't even know what I was saying. But I have enjoyed this live, and that's it. That's all. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go around and get on my tricycle and go visit and see what I see. And y'all, I'll probably see y'all out there somewhere. But listen, Linda, all is welcomed here with an open mind and with love in their heart. When you're out there, you ain't got to get along, but it's okay to come in here and kick it with a G that don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Okay, I'm gonna go out here and laugh and have me a good time. I may come back on tonight with nothing but jokes. You hear me? I don't even know yet. I might. But either way it go, I love y'all. Love is love. Do you hear me? Love is love and God is good. All right? Get your bag if that's what you're getting. I love you, treasure. Have a good night. All y'all have a good night, and thank you again for all the love y'all shown me. If you watched this live and you made it this far, use a superstar, because the last hour I ain't been doing shit but babbling about everything and nothing. But most importantly, I hope you catch the beginning of this live where the truth stands and it has no emotions. I love y'all so much, and remember, ain't no motherfucking crying in baseball. Shut out! I am your gracious host, Tiff the Gift, and you are in the break room for one Wizzy, and thank you for being a motherfucking friend. Shut out!